So the stream is back up, and we're almost ready to start going again. Oh, do you guys want to hear me eat a Kit Kat? I don't think you do. I'm just going to mute my microphone for a second. Okay, so where was I? Oh yes, when is the world going to end? GG. Oh, I'm still on this channel. I'm gonna move into the other channel. Ah. Now my chat isn't loading, so I can't see all the witty comments that I'm sure you're all making. Load. Because iiNet insists on giving me the worst possible internet, they can. As many of you might know, I actually have currently really good internet at the moment. But at the same time, I can only connect to like 1 in every 9 sites. So websites like Facebook, I can only connect every now and then. Twitch TV, I can usually connect to that. But for some reason, when I try to connect to my dashboard or my channel, it's all like, oh no, we can't let this happen. Apparently, I'm the host. So I'm going to hit start game. And while this load screen continues on and I pretend to watch the chat because I don't actually have it up right now, I'm going to mute my microphone and eat another Kit Kat. Oh my god, that was fast. Nom nom nom, Kit Kat. Ah. Alright, so we spawned in once again, looking at the illustrious blue Terran QWERTY. So I'm going to be rooting for this player. I'm starting to think maybe it starts on the blue player. Makes a little bit more sense than it starts on the guy who's going to win, because how'd the game know who's going to win? Spawning up in the top right hand position, we have the okay Terran captain. I think he got here via a fluke. Not because of his immense skill or the fact that he's managed to fight his way through the loser brackets and whatnot. But details. It's just the grand final of the Fusion Slugs tournament. It's not like any of these players are actually any good. I mean, look at them. Building walls. Oh my god, QWERTY actually walling. Dat wall, QWERTY. Dat wall. Oh, look at it go. Look at him. Oh, look at that depot in the wall spot. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I love walls. Have I ever told you guys I like people who wall? They should wall more often. Just a pro tip out there. I know this is a cast on, games and whatnot, and it's supposed to be, kind of serious. I should be sitting here going, as we can see, the resource collection rate of QWERTY. No, fuck that. I love people who wall. If you don't wall, then you're like increasing your chance of losing by like 29 million%. It's like all that scout blocking you can do, put a depot down before you walk out with this guy. Ah, it's amazing, it's perfect. So, we're seeing a scout here. Oh no, it's a proxy. Will it be proxy Marauder? Or Marauder for Dell, but I like to say Marauder, because Marauder just sounds cooler. I mean, you could say marauding, but marauding also sounds a lot cooler. Sounds like they're routing their enemy, and in Shogun 2, that's probably even cool. Hopefully it'll not be a shameful display, but doesn't look like it will be. We're not seeing a proxy come out from our captain this time. We are seeing the proxy from QWERTY, but he has a barracks in his wall, meaning captain might not be suspecting shenanigans and may not scout this, but he still probably will. I mean, I don't like these half-assed proxies. To me, this isn't a proxy. This is a I misclicked. If you're gonna proxy, put it all the way up here. Like, well, not up here, but like hide it over here. Hide it next to the third. That seems like a good place for a proxy. Or if you don't want to put it there, put it here. Put it at these rocks over here. Because look how much map he has to traverse. That's so much map space. Well, maybe he isn't proxying. He's making Marines out of that. See now, I don't understand that. Captain is now building a factory now. got double gas, and he's placed down a reactor for a bajillion marines. It's doubtful he's going to build a factory over here, then fly it all the way down here to put it on the reactor. Could have done that a little more efficiently, I think. I mean, you know, Terran buildings do fly, but no need to do that sort of stuff. And now we do have a starport coming out from him as well. QWERTY is moving across the map with 2 marines. He does have Ann Bunker with another 2 marines inside there. And he is jumping onto the towers. QWERTY currently has no idea what his opponent's actually doing. Captain knows that there is a wall, and there is 2 barracks. A lot of scouting information for either player right now. A lot of SCVs here, generally distance mining from your opponent's natural, not the best sort of place, so I don't think that's what we're going to see from QWERTY right now. It is possible, but I don't think it is. There is a Hellion right now. This Hellion will be repaired, so might be able to just kill these units if he's able to keep them on the ramp here. The SCVs are coming up. Oh, they've forced the door to stay open. If he can get these marines up here to focus down that Hellion, he's going to be in pretty good shape. But that Hellion is just going to get a million kills, and by a million I mean 1. This entire attack is just getting shut down right now. Complete surround, complete kill. Will this Hellion be taken out by these 2 SCVs? I don't think it will. That Hellion is a hero. 4 kills. Damn. Damn. Still rallying over to this side of the map, but with a grand total of 6 workers and 1 mule, I do think he's a little bit behind. Currently 10 workers behind his opponent. I'm no mathematician, but 10 is a big number. Yeah, well, we could see a counter-attack come out from Captain right now, but I think he doesn't really have to. I mean, if you kill that many workers at your own base, you don't really need to go and do a big counter-attack. I mean, unless you lost literally nothing, which Captain didn't lose a lot, but he doesn't have a lot to attack with. So I think chilling at home is the correct decision. Continue to build workers and whatnot. Captain has already started his siege tank tech and his siege tank production. Hopefully he will not cancel it midway through this time, which apparently he did last time. Although he might be obliged to do the same thing because, you know, he did cancel out of the last game. Maybe he realized he forgot it and had to cancel out. Who knows? But we do have a Banshee coming in now from him. I really wish I could see the chat, but the webpage still isn't loading. This Banshee's coming through. QWERTY does now know it's there. Doesn't have a lot to deal with this though. He only has 7 marines that could attack this. 7 marines can kill a Banshee. Captain's losing a lot of workers at the moment. Is delaying his expansion. Very good job here from Captain, keeping the pressure on. And avoiding his marines pretty well. Oop, Banshee is taking damage. Captain is in, I would say, the favorable position. Sorry. QWERTY does not have an engineering base, so he actually can't put down any anti-air towers. And all of his marines are clumped up the top here. So he's gonna have to play musical chairs with his marines and SCVs right now. I would have thought he'd be splitting them up a little bit to attempt to protect against a little bit. Captain is coming out with an army, which I think he could literally actually just A-move. But we will see what he does exactly decide to do. I think this 3-base attempt of play here for QWERTY is not going to be as effective as he wants it to be. Purely because he has half his opponent's workers right now. That's not necessarily the number you want to be at. Generally you want to be at about equal or more. QWERTY does know this attack is coming. He has pulled workers, which will give him a bit of a favourable thing. But siege tanks are pretty good. Will he be able to salvage this? Salvage he does not. He will be lifting this off. He will be lifting that off. He will finally be able to have a fully... No, he will not be finally able to have a fully saturated mine. Looks like he is attempting to all in, but that siege tank line will destroy him if he is not careful. Not a lot of options left here for QWERTY. He does not have a lot he can do, as these siege tanks will be able to pummel anything he has down, and Banshees are going to be able to take out basically all the things. So I think QWERTY has actually lost this game, unfortunately for him. And siege tanks are now firing on this extra base of his. QWERTY does just not have enough to deal with this right now. They're all in, I guess, at the start. I mean, really, that wasn't all in. He just doesn't have enough to defend against anything right now. He's pulling all the things that he can right now to try to deal with this. But a scan to the high ground has enabled him to be able to take out pretty much everything that QWERTY has. QWERTY is for sure transitioning together right now, as his last barracks just got destroyed. So GG thrown down from QWERTY, bringing the series to 2-1 in the favourable position for captain. A very exciting series so far, as both players jumping between builds, sort of. It's good to see, especially in considering these two are the high-end players of our clan. They should be considered the top of the top of the top of our players, and yeah. Finally, I can see the chat. Oh no, I can't. The vision of the chat was a lie. There we go, I can. Ha! I can type in the chat. Hello chat. There we go. I can once again type into the chat. How exciting. Wish I could type into the chat a bit sooner, but can't have everything we want. If we could, I would have a Ferrari race car and 2.5 zebras. You don't want to know what the other half of the zebra is, but one of them would be turned into a burger. Which one? That's for you to find out. So we're going to have to update the scoreboard. Will it work? Add an additional one to captain. It looks like it's worked. The scoreboard has not died, and it's going all good. Oop. Nope, I'm lobby host. Quickly, make it look like I was trying to ask them if they're ready. Yeah, see that? I'm sly as a fox. Both players are ready. ESAD. The common entrance to a game. If you don't know what it is, maybe Google it. I don't think ESAD will actually come up with anything. But you never know. You never really know. So here we go. It's going. It's going. We're loading in. QWERTY did win the loading war, but only just. So a little too close to tell right now, just like the current score. We have spawned in once again on QWERTY, so I'm starting to think StarCraft doesn't actually have the ability to tell the future and tell me who's going to win this game. Spawning up in the top left-hand position, we have our blue Terran, almost said Protoss, QWERTY. He is currently down 1-2 in this series, but he is one of the crowd favourites, I believe, as a lot of people are favouring him to win this tournament, as he does only have to beat this best of 7 in order to win the tournament outright. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand position, we have the red Terran, Captain. Captain currently is a bit of an underdog, as he needs to win not just this best of 7, but an additional best of 7 after this, if he wants to win the tournament outright, and take away the Fusion Slugs Cup, 2 trophies, 9 packets of cat mix, and 2 cans of Coke. A pretty illustrious prize giveaway there, not actually sponsored by anybody and not yet discussed. So I've just sort of thrown those prizes out there as possible prizes for the tournament. take them into your consideration if you will. But the cat food is usually helpful. We do have a barracks building in the gas guys over here for Captain. I feel as if I kind of need to be a little bit quiet when I say this because he's hiding them. And hidden buildings need to be talked about quietly. But QWERTY, just building stuff normally. Going along. Captain is doing one gas. This could be Reapers again. I mean, this is not just a big ramp, but a gigantic ramp. Like, Reapers could just be like, oh, yeah, no, I've got this, and just go straight up into here. So, it could be Reapers, or it could just be a, I'm pretending to proxy. Not necessarily a pretending to proxy, if you fly it out of the hidden area. QWERTY will definitely see this. The odds of him not seeing it are extremely low. In fact, he had to run into it to move past it. So it has been spotted. The tech lab going down on there has also been spotted. Oh, pardon me. But the Reaper coming out of this barracks has not been spotted. So it is very much possible that a Reaper will be able to come up here, punch this Marine in the face with a landmine, and then continue straight into QWERTY's base and kill him. Now this is the first game that we've seen QWERTY go 1 racks expand. So is this going to be the game that comes back to bite him in the ass because he isn't doing early pressure and his opponent is? There are quite a few mind games in this tournament, I think. As well, as we're seeing right now. Captain has opted for an expand and he has given his cards away with a Reaper killing an SCV in the base. Did he kill it before the expand was spotted? Yes, he did. There is no information down for this expansion yet for QWERTY, and he should know that his Reaper's coming. In fact, he has 2 Marines chilling up here. That's going to be pretty good to stop that Reaper. In fact, QWERTY's going to be able to shut this Reaper down pretty much before he gets up. He's gotten up, he shot once, and gets away with 2 health! What? How do you get away with 2 health? That is pretty crazy. I mean, that's like a destructible rock surviving with 20 health. You don't expect that sort of shit. We do have an additional Reaper on right now. The Wounded Reaper kind of showing the way for the new Reaper. Will they be able to do much damage? I'm not quite sure on Captain's decision to continue making Reapers. Personally, I would have decided, no thank you, and stopped. As these Marines are just slaying these Reapers right now. He has not yet attempted to go up through the geyser route. If he does, he will fail though, because there are more than enough Marines there to cope with that. He is going into an orbital now, over in his natural. The current worker counts are very even right now, so neither player behind. And even though Captain did decide to go for the Reaper route, I wouldn't say that he's behind in tech until he ran the Reapers into Marines on move command. Generally not proper use of Reapers. On the list of things not to do, move commanding Reapers into Marines is about rank 7. Just before move commanding your Banelings into more Banelings from your opponent, and just after the don't attack rocks with Banelings. Banelings have a lot of things that you shouldn't do with them, so they take up quite a lot of room on the list. But we have a bit of a Marine tea party taking place over here, discussing the turns of events, you know. Oh, I heard that QWERTY guy's gone 3 racks factory. So, you know, getting stim. He does already have Marine shielding, which is a big bonus. QWERTY does not have that, but he is researching +1, although Captain is as well now. QWERTY has gone for a factory with a reactor on it, and he's also building a starport. I'd expect the starport and the factory to swap over, as there's no indication of any sort of large numbers of Marines coming out from Captain as of yet. Yep, the 2 buildings are swapping. Factory going straight down to build the tech lab, to which I would be expecting to be seeing tank tech drop out of there as soon as it's done. We do have a bit of a battle of the Marines going on right now. The Wounded Marine chillaxing. I imagine he'll be sent as a lamb to the slaughterhouse to chillax in the third, or to just poke in to see what the opponent is doing. Quite a large ball of Marines here moving out now to take this tower. Will Captain have the reaction time to move Gary the Marine? Or is Gary the Marine going to die? That reaction time. Captain has managed to save Gary. Gary is moving his way down back to Captain's base to rejoin with his other Marine brethren. Captain is actually building a lot of Marines right now. So Hellion play from QWERTY wouldn't have actually been a bad idea in the hindsight. Although tanks, I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but tanks actually do a lot of damage. Did you guys know that? QWERTY going for the infamous 3 engineering bay into 2 idle workers. You don't see this build very often because it's a very, I guess it's a very niche build. Generally you can't, you know, afford the +1 armor, +1 marine attack, +1 marine intelligence. The marine intelligence upgrade actually costs 7,000 marines. You need to build them all and then sacrifice them to the Infestor Overlord. And the Infestor Overlord isn't actually in the game yet. QWERTY has commented on the triple engineering bay play while doing a drop. Captain does have enough to deal with this, but his tank tech isn't... Did he cancel his tank tech in? No. I didn't see if he did or not. Captain is losing quite a bit here. Was forced to pull workers, and those poor Marines were actually killed by SCVs. Can we find the SCV that got the kill? Oh, it's going to be pretty hard. They're all spread out. I will find you, SCV. Oh, I won't. I can't be bothered finding him. But there's an SCV in this group here that has 1 kill. There's also an SCV who's literally being paid to stand around. I believe that's the SCV that best embodies me, as I like to stand... No, that's a lie. I don't like to stand, so that wouldn't really be me. Now, we do have quite a large army popping out here for QWERTY of siege tanks and marines with a butt-ton of medivacs. I missed a drop here from Captain, I think, because there was a lot of damage done here, and QWERTY's had to rebuild that tech lab. So, there was a drop here from Captain, which managed to do that. There is an attack going on in the middle right now. Captain has transitioned into losing everything there, and is running back to his base to meet up with another 2 Marines and medivacs. When you have enough medivacs to heal Marines individually, you know something's gone wrong in the past. Captain does have a fairly favourable position for his tanks, but he will definitely lose that 3rd command center. It will take a Marine rifle to the face and then eventually explode. Not revealing a hairdryer because apparently I like to cast on really low graphics. So no hairdryers for me. Also, these Marines are on move command. You can never underestimate the ability of move command to just completely screw over your units. Managed to get 3 units out of there, losing about 8 Marines and 1 tank. Very unfortunate there for QWERTY. Probably didn't need to lose those units. Captain looking pretty good, keeping a good number of idle workers chilling around in his base. You can never have too many workers in your refinery. 4 seems to be a pretty big number. But those 4 workers are making up for the additional workers not doing anything. We do have another drop coming down here for QWERTY. The only medevac with units was the one being shot at by turrets. I believe that was Mercy 4. A bit of a fight here from Captain's Marines and QWERTY's. Captain's Marines, I believe, are higher upgraded. We have 1-1 for Captain and only 1 attack for QWERTY. QWERTY does have 3 engineering bays and is now finally using 2 of them. Very clutch play here from him, deciding to only use 1 at a time and only using the 2nd one when he really needs it. That 3rd one there, just in case he needs to, grab high-sec auto turret. I didn't actually know the names of those upgrades, because I don't use them. There is a drop in the main once again here of QWERTY's by Captain. Of course, Captain has superior upgrades on his Marines. He is able to do significant amounts of damage here. This 1 Marine here from QWERTY will die again. If this 1 Marine in a time business continues, Captain will be able to stay in here for quite a while. Now we have another Marine there. was able to clean it up. He is Hero Marine. 11 out of 45 health. The attack of the main has unfortunately failed here for QWERTY. Not opting to pick up the siege tank because siege tanks don't need picking up because they don't need nothing. They are strong independent units. Double kill. More anti-air turrets coming down here from QWERTY, which is definitely going to help him, as the drops from Captain have been doing severe amounts of damage to QWERTY in the previous games. So hopefully this will help to alleviate that sort of damage being done to him when he's doing those attacks. Captain is moving forward with a severe army here, getting +1 attack for his siege tanks and getting +2/2 for his marines. QWERTY is currently sitting on, I believe, 2 armor, 2 attack, or 1 armor, 2 attack. He's sitting on 1 armor, 2 attack. Captain is about to punch down these rocks with siege tanks and marines. QWERTY does not know that, but he definitely does now. He would have to see that army. He didn't see that army. He does see the army now. Will he be able to run up this ramp before those siege tanks siege up? He's getting up there. Oh! Marines taking missiles to the face. Here we go. Do I use severe a lot? I think I do. Now Kez has brought this to my attention, I gotta try to say severe a lot. This is pretty severely severe on this severe. Severe? Oh, GG from QWERTY, only a single G. Unfortunately, that means he is now down 3-1. Captain getting very close to having the best of 7. If he's able to win this one more game, it'll be looking severely bad for QWERTY. That is $2. Seeing as 2 people have bet, then I believe somebody owes me $4. House does take a cut, and I am legally changing my name to House, so $4 on PayPal will be accepted. So, looking at our trusty, handy, awesome sauce scoreboard, Captain is up 3-1 currently. Good games. Bam. Good with an I signifies that you actually meant to type the I. Our next map will be on Ohana. I like Ohana these days. I've been finding it pretty fun to play on. Well, I'm gonna go with the little toe. Thumbs seem a lot more practical, so you wouldn't want to lose that. Both players here. Both players here talking about their abilities to play. Both of them tempting to say that they're not good. I'm a personal fan of the bolt cutters because you get to make the shink shink before you actually do the cut. With a wire, you know, it's just a wire. It's intimidating, but you don't get that shink shink. Bam. For anybody watching the VODs, that'll more than likely be up either on YouTube or in the Uh-oh. I started the game without asking them if they're ready. I hope they're ready because the game is starting. Oh dear. Uh-oh. I see no BRBs in the chat. They're just gonna have to deal with it. If they're not doing it, then it's not my fault. I didn't do it. It's what happens when you pass me leader. We get things going. Oh dear. Oh dear. Keep Ben away from me if he has any bolt cutters. Because I get the feeling I could be losing a big toe. QWERTY is splitting his units, and Captain split his units as well, meaning both players are here and I don't have to feel bad. Right now, we're going to be assessing this game extremely. QWERTY's SCV has finished before Captain's SCV, meaning I believe QWERTY will win. Purely on that 2-second lead in SCVs. 2 seconds can mean the game. If you don't react in 2 seconds with tank fire, then boom, everything dies. 2 seconds in a baneling landmine, oh, everything dies. Whoa! Doing some serious SCV micro here, because why the heck not? Why the heck not? Am I able to type in all? Yes, I can. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now, I hope QWERTY doesn't think I'm BMing him. QWERTY, if you're ever watching this stream, I wasn't BMing you. I was replying to the Captain 3-1. Oh, I feel as if I need to explain myself. That is true. I am Sweden in this cast. I believe Captain can win, or QWERTY can win, or both of them can win. I didn't introduce the players, but I think we all know who's going on. Captain spawned up here in the top right-hand position. He's currently walling off with a barracks and a supply depot. QWERTY is spawned down here in the bottom left-hand position. He's currently getting a gas geyser, building a barracks in an odd position, and has a supply depot up here. What could he be doing? That Dell guy, that Dell guy smells like Swiss cheese. Ugh, Dell. Gosh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Look at this. Has QWERTY managed to keep his 2-second SCV lead? He has extended his SCV lead with almost a whole 7 seconds now. That is absolutely crazy. With this SCV lead, QWERTY will easily be able to take the game. He is 2 seconds ahead on his barracks. That is absolutely crazy. 2 seconds can mean everything. QWERTY has not built his orbital command. In fact, he's going for an additional worker. Which means he could lose his lead with his orbital command getting a fast mule. Because if you guys didn't know, when mules die, they actually return 900 minerals. That's a lot of minerals. There is also a common tactic right now, building sensor towers and scavenging them. Because when you salvage a sensor tower, you actually get back 100 gas and 300 minerals. It's a little known fact. Not many people do it because they consider it to be balanced. But I'd do it. This SCV has managed to get in and spot everything that Captain is doing. Captain currently knows there is a depot and there is a barracks. So he is... Well, he doesn't know there's a barracks, but he does know there's something round building over there. And as possible as it could be, I don't think QWERTY would have rushed an engineering bay just to build an anti-air tower here. But there is a reactor now. Will it be building marines, or will it be lifting off and landing over here so that QWERTY can go and build a factory down here? Because that is not just metagaming, that's building your own game. You basically redesigned StarCraft if you did that. You have marines clearing out the tower down here, meaning he will be able to see any attack coming in this wide range here in the middle. It's very helpful that Blizzard implemented those towers. Oop, do have an expand coming down now from Captain, who will be able to land that expand an entire bajillion seconds sooner than QWERTY will be able to. Currently in the SCV timings, we have 0 SCVs being built from QWERTY, so I believe he's either in front or behind. QWERTY is in front by 2 SCVs, meaning that 2-second lead has given him 2 SCVs ahead of Captain. Captain does, however, have a 3rd command center on the way. He is building 3 racks and 2 refineries. He has 3 a lot. Captain is asking if that's a turret. And maybe it is, Captain. Maybe it is. QWERTY has 2 bases and 3 barracks. 1 with a reactor and 1 with a tech lab. Captain, no add-ons on his barracks yet. The question is, will Captain scan to find out if that's a tower, or will he just wait to find out later on? That does look like a tower building out of the natural, though, like I said earlier.
Complete.
Currently, not a lot happening in this game. We do have an SCV moving out, possibly to discover if that's a tower or not. It will be shut down by any number of marines, though. Unless he does get a fast 1-1 upgrade on those SCVs. So, we do have many SCVs being built right now from Captain, as he has been able to almost catch up in the SCV count. Both players starting to build lots of marines. Captain is going for the marine armor first, which he's done so in every game so far. And quite frankly, I think that is a very, very good thing to do. The additional health on the Marine is so much health. I mean, that Marine has so much, like, it's additional 10 health, I believe? Yes, 10 health. 10 health? 10 health. It's got to be 10 health. I'm gonna look. 10 health. That timing, he was able to pull that Marine away. 10 health on a Marine is an additional, how much damage? 1.5 shots. So that his Marines are taking an additional shot to kill, pretty much. So that's like an additional 1.5 seconds. It takes 2 shots to kill the Marine again. So that's 1.5 seconds of extra survivor time on those Marines. And who doesn't want that? That is a severe upgrade. Do have quite a few SCVs now being built from Captain. He has been able to take the SCV lead. Mainly because QWERTY has not built that third command center. Pretty good play from both players right now. QWERTY abandoning the tower, not quite sure why. Could be because this Marine is in the 1 hotkey. I am now in Captain vision because I hit 1, like a dinkus. Captain is amassing a mainly Marine army with +1 attack on the way now. QWERTY has begun tank production with the tank upgrades and is also getting combat shielding now. Captain has just thrown, well, not just thrown now, but he has his starport down, whereas QWERTY already has his reactor halfway complete. We have a pretty intimidating force coming out now from QWERTY, but Captain should have more than enough to be able to defend against that. There is not really anywhere hidden that QWERTY can drop, although this drop is going unnoticed. There is a Marine up there. The question is, will Captain be able to react? He has just reacted now, after the Marines have been put up there. Will these Marines come storming to the front? If they do, it's going to be a severe amount of damage. Here they go, they're severely pushing, severely. One bunker is down, the second bunker will go down, but 8 Marines shooting Marines that are not shooting back will be able to clean them up. QWERTY has lost quite a lot in this attack. Will he be able to get away? He should be able to. QWERTY does get away, but he did do some damage. Probably not quite as much as he wanted to do, but it's definitely there. We do have a second attack, well, not a second attack, sorry. I've completely blanked on the word. A counter attack coming in now from Captain, which, considering there are actually no tanks here for QWERTY. Oh, there's 1 tank here. Captain will be able to do a pretty good attack here. If QWERTY does have his tank set up properly, he will be able to hold off any damage. Captain has decided to drop. QWERTY does not have any anti-air towers in this game, so he actually has no defenses against that. This drop will once again be doing quite a bit of damage right now. We've seen Captain do a lot of drops so far in all the games tonight. And all those drops have done huge amounts of damage because QWERTY just either hasn't been ready or they've just been, well, effective. There's no other word for them really. So the drop charging in here to the main now, taking out about 7 SCVs. QWERTY charging in here to the third base of Captain. He will definitely be able to take out that base, but mules and whatnot will be able to get away. No, they will be shut down by tanks. QWERTY is now charging up the ramp, leaving 1 siege tank down there because he ain't needed. QWERTY is charging through now to the natural. The army here from Captain is doing quite a lot of damage though. QWERTY is going to be able to take out this command center before it lands. That is 2 command centers now being lost for Captain and having how many workers on 1 base? 43 workers on 1 base. That is oversaturated to the max. QWERTY deciding to pull back because he's losing a lot of production capacity here. And so much production are being lost. Sorry. QWERTY not looking to fight this just yet. He is losing everything in his main, so not necessarily a very fair trade here right now. There is siege tanks set up here, but this army coming from Captain now might actually be able to clean up what QWERTY has left here, because he's actually lost all of his production facilities. With no production facilities, I don't see how he's going to be able to effectively hold this off, as his defenses are all here, and his new production facilities are all at the front. So this is a very interesting game. I've actually just sat forward in my chair because I want to know what's going to happen. QWERTY is beginning to retake his main base, opting to fly barracks off and just float them there. We do have scout barracks. I do believe his name is Barry the Barracks. I have it on good authority that that is his name. Captain will be rebuilding both of these expansions at the same time. Because QWERTY was not able to do too much damage to Captain's production line, his supply is shooting up. He is now over 25 supply higher than QWERTY. This base is beyond oversaturated, as Captain is moving away as many workers as he possibly can. And he is retaking both those bases. QWERTY does have the third command center here, but not opting to float it down to the third just yet. He does not have any anti-air towers yet. The drop is once again coming in from Captain, and a second drop, a Marine, is coming in through the top area here. Captain dropping because he assumed there would be a third. Unfortunately, he was incorrect. QWERTY metagamed and did not build a third base. The infamous pretend to third and don't third. We're seeing it come through. Medivac is going to drop down into the natural. He will find out that it was actually a reactor straight up from the start there. Not an anti-air tower. Barry the Barracks is actually floating over the natural now. That drop was shut down. Barry the Barracks still just acting like an overlord, telling the units what they should be doing. He's gonna go live in his vacation house over in Boca. It doesn't cost too much to live there, but you know, Barry has the money. He just spent several years being an overseer for the Terran army. That's a pretty good job. You get paid quite a bit for that. We do have two pretty big death balls for both players now. QWERTY is sitting behind in upgrades now, as he is only 1-1, whereas Captain is moving up to 3 attack now. He just can... No, he didn't cancel, sorry. His +2 armor just finished. He does have quite a few units coming down this side of the map now. He's looking pretty good. 3-3 is on the way. QWERTY's 2-2 has only just started. Does Captain have any upgrades for his tanks? No, Captain does not have any tank upgrades as of yet. QWERTY unfortunately does not have any tanks left on the field, meaning that any sort of tank crawl done by Captain is going to be met with almost zero resistance from QWERTY. QWERTY also does not have any medivacs yet on the field, and he doesn't actually have any starports either. QWERTY are deciding to abandon his third, as Captain is once again sending out a medivac for a drop. We haven't seen the medivac drop play yet from Captain. I'm not quite sure if it will be effective. I'm suspecting it might be, because look at that medivac. Look at that pathing. Not even an overlord. Actually, an overlord would spot that, but that's not the point. No anti-air turrets here from QWERTY. These Marines almost in position, not quite. They will just supervise the drop. They are target firing. They will be taken out though. We have another small pack of Marines coming through, which will force that drop away. Minimal damage was done then. Would like to see an anti-air turret go down there, as that only costs 100 minerals, where there is 300 minerals of Marines tied up there right now. That's right, I just did maths. Yeah, you jelly? You should be jelly. We have a lot of units chilling down here for QWERTY. Tanks on the high ground, tanks on the low ground, and a massive army. Huge army. That army is the size of a sheep farm down west. Up west, sideways west. This is huge. I don't even think there are sheep farms. I'm ending the analogy, it doesn't work. But this army is huge. Texas is looking at this thing going, oh my god, that thing's huge! That wasn't a Texan accent, but if it was, you guys would be pretty impressed right now. This orbital command center actually exploded. There's the hairdryer. The Marines just staring at it. They don't actually have any hair, so they don't have any use for it. QWERTY's army moving away. He's actually just grabbed everything. I think he wants to attempt a base race. These SCVs chilling over here. QWERTY is lifting off, flying away. Why not? Why not? Captain is charging right in. QWERTY's just going for it. He knows that if he loses this... oh my god, it's going to go into another best of 7. I don't know if my throat can take it. These Marines just getting slaughtered. They're straight into tank lines. Oh my god, they're going to be able to make it past here. This is like watching Lings run into a tank line, or a Baneling line, or borrowed Banelings, or Colossi, or anything that shoots and does more damage to one unit at the same time. Unfortunately, I think QWERTY has lost his whole army here, meaning Captain has been able to take the first series 4 games to 1, forcing us into a second best of 7 series, unless this was a best of 9 series, in which case I sound like an uninformed asshole right now. I'm 90% sure it's a best of 7 though. 72% sure. The percentages are dropping as I'm not hearing from Ben. I'm fairly sure it was. Well, I'm sorry. I can't keep changing things around. Fine, for the next game I'll put a little bit of production value into it and I'll move all the stuff around so we get to see all the fancy things. Okay, we are taking a 2-minute break. I'm going to take this time to quickly restart my stream as I'm dropping a couple of frames here and there. I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool. I'm not a hobbit. I'm not racing to Isengard. Anybody who got that gets a cookie. I will be back in 2 minutes, and we'll be ready to watch the second set of 7. QWERTY is currently down 1 set. I don't know what happens if he wins this next one. I'm pretty sure he wins if he wins this next one. And Captain is currently up a set. So it's pretty exciting. So stay tuned and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes.